racing seats I've seen in my entire life.
Nothing worse than getting someplace and think that you've hit the recording button. So here we go again. Ew. Ugh. All right. Take two. So I got some maintenance done to my bike today. Again. This time it was the chain. The old chain was a little bit stretched out. You know, like I've said before, this bike is an 07, so it's seen its time already. And the other owner probably never did any type of maintenance to this thing because there was a whole slew of things that I had to get done when I bought this. So, went out and got a new chain, put that on, made a world of difference. World of difference. The biggest thing I noticed was with the old chain, there was this weird clunk. And the clunk happened when I would engage the clutch and then release it to take off like in first gear, and I would hear a clunk. And I was always like, what the hell is that? I hope my transmission's not going, because that would be horrible. But no, it was the chain. I got the new chain put on and have had no issues since. There's no hesitation. There is no there's no clunking anymore. So this thing feels like a brand new bike. And I guess that's what happens when you buy a 7-year-old bike and you get it from someone who doesn't do anything to it. We're headed to company Christmas party. I mean, not Christmas. Oh my God. We're headed to a company Halloween party. They got it all decked out. There's a haunted house for the kids. There's actually going to be a gaming competition, which I might stay for a little bit to do, because that was the topic that I was going to talk about today. Gaming. My life as a gamer. I mean, I wasn't a guy that put anything on YouTube or anything like that, but I played enough. Oh, this is where we've done the last couple tailgates, right down there. But as a gamer, I started off life gaming on a PS3. I played SOCOM Confrontation. Third-person shooter type, but it was all, you know, multiplayer. There was no campaign mode, which I really liked. And that's what kind of got me hooked on playing all these games in the first place. The next thing I did was I graduated to, well, I'm not going to say graduated. I bought an Xbox 360 and started playing COD on that, because that's where all my friends were. And it was nice to be able to play with a little clan of guys. The class that I played the most of was as a sniper. I liked the sniper class because it was very trolly. Could be a troll on there and shoot people in the face and get a one-hit kill, which was which was awesome. It was fun. I played all the CODs for the most part, but I mean, COD 4 is probably the best one out there still to this day. But after that, I got real big into Modern Warfare 3. I think that was probably my favorite. I mean, I got into Modern Warfare 2 some, but I always played with like an SMG or an assault rifle or something like that, and I never really went through and did the whole sniper thing there. I got big into sniping in Modern Warfare 3 because it seemed a little refined. There was a lot of, you could run around the Barrett, but my favorite was the MSR. And it sounded cool when you shot it. It sounded very mechanical, like you really killed something. The Barrett you could just spam and get a lot of shots off. And I used the shit out of that weapon. But my favorite was the MSR. I like that bolt action sniper rifle. And I got a couple of clips that I can show you of me doing what I did. And I'm not gonna say I was a quick scoper because I wasn't, but I tried to be as much as I could. But this clip was pretty funny. I got all these guys coming out of their spawn, and I took the majority of them out. But then when they spawned off to my right, and they all came after me with a vengeance. This next clip was of me just being a troll, sitting up high, trying to pick guys off. Nowadays I play on a PC. I like the way the controls feel. I like having a mouse and a keyboard. I mean, controllers are great, but yeah, there's a lot more control from using a mouse and a keyboard. And the game I play the most has been Mass Effect 3 multiplayer. And I've been playing that game consistently for the last, I'd say, year and a half, or ever since it came out. And I haven't even finished the campaign mode. I finished the campaign mode on my Xbox 360, but then when I switched over to PC, I started it and kind of got bored, and played just nothing but online multiplayer. The online multiplayer is probably the best setup for a game that I've seen in a long time, because I like using that. I like having that third-person view. But what makes Mass Effect so much fun is the fact that you've got powers. You've got all these biotic powers and these other powers that you can use, let's say as an engineer class or something like that. Which makes it more fun, in my opinion, because instead of just going around with a gun and shooting shit in the face, you can use your powers. And with Mass Effect, you have to combine those powers in order to get the most use out of them. I played a lot of Titanfall. That was fun, but the novelty wears off after a while. I mean, most of the time when I was playing Titanfall, I would just put my Titan into guard mode and just let him do his thing. And I would run around shooting stuff in the face. But I always found myself going back to Mass Effect 3. So if you guys are online and play on PC, look for Carry a Towel, and that'll be me.